What's up, Bridgeport? Bridgeport, this is my 5th and final stand-up comedy routine for Bridgeport. Now, I was asked the other day if I do this anywhere else, and the truth is I don't. This is the only place I ever do these jokes. I leave Bridgeport, I never tell these jokes again, and then I start gathering new material for the next year. The main reason for this is because this is the only place where I can get a literal captive audience of over 200 people. So by you signing up to come to camp, you literally have to be at this talent show, which means you have to listen to me tell these jokes. So, if this is your first show, or God bless you if it's your 5th, I hope you guys enjoy. So, I turned 19 recently, and there's something that I decided to stop doing. I've decided to stop pretending to care about whatever the moon is doing. Now, let me explain. Do you guys remember back in the fall when we had the super blood wolf moon, or whatever they decided to call it this time around? Okay, here's the deal. Scientists just keep adding names onto it to make it sound cooler. Here's the difference between a super blood wolf, whatever you want to call it, and a regular moon. It's a different color. That's it. And I know what some of you are thinking. You're getting very angry and you're saying, Paul, you have to care about it because you're never going to see it in another 40 billion thousand years, or whatever you want to call it. Hey, look, Google it. Did it take you 4 million years? No, it took you 4 seconds to look at a picture of the moon that looks like it was drawn by a 5-year-old in MS Paint. Ladies, where you at? Ladies, let me hear ya. I have a joke for you, ladies. You're not gonna like it. So something that I have started doing recently is on Instagram. A lot of women like to do this. Is whenever they post a picture, they feel the need to go on their Instagram story and post like and comment on my recent. Look, hey, you know who you are. You know who you are. So what I have decided to start doing is I have decided to start replying to said stories with no. Look, I think there should be a dislike option on Instagram just for the purpose so I can go around to every single person who does this just so I can dislike their photo. Because I don't like being told what to do. Another thing that I see on social media a lot is people like to put in their captions these days, I love music. And my response is like everyone else on the planet? Hey, when is the last time you heard somebody go, you know what? I hate music.
Coco!
Okay. Like, I despise music. Like, if I was in a car ride for 5 hours, I would much rather sit in silence than to listen to one song. Look, everyone likes music, okay? Tell me something I don't know. So, for the past 5 years, my comedy has a very systematic structure. I do an opener, I make fun of some people, and then I tell a funny story that has me at the butt of the joke. Because I believe that if I can tell jokes to you, I need to be able to take them. So, if it's okay with you, I'd like to share with you a story about my senior homecoming. So, there are 2 people you need to know about for this story to work. One is a man by the name of Mason Packwood. Now, Mason Packwood, what you need to know about him is he's extremely smart, he's very funny, he's very good at baseball, and he beats me at literally everything. I was student council president my junior year. I was able to get our school's first Sadie Hawkins, our school's first senior parking, and off-campus lunches. And yet, in my senior re-election, he still beat me. So, you know the kind of guy we're dealing with here, the guy who literally cannot lose. So, the second person you need to know is a girl by the name of Sosie. Now, what you need to know about Sosie is she's extremely beautiful, and I was planning on asking her out to prom the previous year, but someone asked her before me. So, I have been planning on asking her to homecoming for an entire year. Now, I had everything planned out. She played volleyball, so I got a volleyball, and I wrote HOCO question mark on it, and I had a sign that said, and I quote, "Some guys hit on girls, I prefer to spike on them." It was perfect. I had everything planned. like, wow, you're really desperate, but you don't want to wait too long because then they'll get asked. So I have a perfect time. It was about a little over a month before the dance. I had everything planned out. I went up to her right before class, asked her, she said yes, it was going great. And then we went to homecoming and happily ever after. No, of course not, I wouldn't be telling you if that was the ending. So, the next morning, so I asked her out and she says, hey, but first, my parents are really formal and you're gonna need to ask them if you can take me to homecoming first. And I said, that shouldn't be a problem, parents love me. So, it's just facts. It's just facts. So the next morning, her and I were serving at a 9/11 first responders breakfast. It was great. We prayed over the meal. We got to meet so many amazing, courageous people, and we had a wonderful breakfast. Now, during the breakfast, she leans over to me and she says, Paul, we have a problem. And I said, what's the problem? She goes, do you remember you asked me out to homecoming? I said, yes, of course I remember. And then she says, do you remember me telling you you needed to ask my parents? I said, yes, of course. I was planning to do it at the next volleyball game. And she goes, okay, well, someone asked my parents before I said yes to you. Oh, you're noticing the problem. Yeah, it is a big problem. And I said, it's okay, I have a plan. I'm gonna go to a flower shop. I will buy a big bouquet of your mom's favorite flowers, and I will apologize, and I'll talk to whoever the guy is, and it'll be okay. She said, Paul, I don't think you understand. The guy is Mason Packwood. Gentlemen, you have a game time decision here to make. Do you sit back, let Mason Packwood beat you at the billionth thing? Or do you go out and you buy that bouquet of flowers? I chose the latter. Now, fast forward to homecoming night. Sosie is at homecoming. Mason Packwood is at homecoming. Paul Anderson is not at homecoming. Instead, yeah, I am too. Instead, I am at a Medal of Honor dinner talking to a bunch of people who are over 70, or who are 70 years older than I am. So not exactly dancing with a beautiful girl at homecoming. So, Bridgeport, over the last 5 years and tonight, you've been an amazing audience. Thank you so much. Good night.